Alright, should be recording, and hey, the file popped up right away. Explorer was acting a little weird earlier today, though. I wasn't showing stuff, but yeah, so back again, Darksiders Warmastered Edition. Oh yeah, that's right, that's another thing I can talk about. So I got my list here. I'll just run through. The Ashes of Singularity DLC. Hitman 2 Turning 1, which is kind of neat. The AMD CPUs, the rumor about the RTX 2080 Ti Super. Also, we'll probably touch on Gato Roboto, and I'll just quickly, since that review went live Friday, which would be today for me, but yesterday for you. There we go. But also I saw something today which is more of a reminder, I think, should be considered than an actual new rumor. That AMD typically has been releasing in December their larger driver updates. So that's... Can I do that? Kind of. There we go. So like when Wattman was added, when Chill... Actually, no, I don't remember when Chill was added like that, but the Relive, the driver tool for recording video and screenshots, like that stuff has been coming in December, and that's... Oh, I gotta fight these guys again, too. Ah, well. Not a big deal. But the rumor is that AMD may be adding integer scaling as an option to their drivers, which NVIDIA added that a while ago. I was unimpressed by it, but hopefully, and it's mainly the implementation. I mean, it's also for what it does. I basically don't have a setup that makes it worth it. But I mean, we'll just have to see. Well, if that rumor is true, which, and this is where it's like, well, we already kind of knew this. Code had appeared in the Linux drivers for something like this, so AMD's been working on something that is known. Did I really not? Did I just not see that? Because that would be a piece. Well, shard. Yeah. You that. Need to grab that. And that. Wow. What the heck? I guess it just. I thought I saved it there. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, we'll just have to see, because the thing with NVIDIA, you had to just set the general scaling is done that way. It's not something that you could control game by game. Which hopefully AMD. That's very weird. Hopefully AMD does it in a different way so that. Sorry, I'm just...
Oh, don't forget over here.
It doesn't really seem to be ricocheting. So I don't think I'll bother with that. Let's do this. That... Oh. I don't know. Oh wait, that would be unlocking those. So yeah, let's just improve the... It's already had them, they'll just be more powerful. Anyway, but yeah, AMD's drivers I would trust would be better for handling the per game implementation that I would prefer. I think most other people would prefer, but it's also if you're playing at 1920 by, well, if your monitor is 1920 by 1080, I kind of doubt that intrascaling is really going to be all that useful. Because you need 2560 by 1440 for 720, 1280 by 720 video to be able to be intrascaled up to that. And yeah, so it's like when I was trying out FTL with the intrascaling with NVIDIA, it's like, well, this doesn't really, well, because I only have a 1080 television that the test system has installed, and then the M52 monitor that I'm playing on now. Yeah, so it's just kind of funny. Yeah, let's actually go from the bottom. So then there's the RTX 2080 Ti Super rumor, which there's pieces to this rumor. There's a few pieces to it. So one is that we may get the A2080 Ti Super GPU in the future, which is interesting because previously, when NVIDIA announced the Super GPUs to begin with, they said, no, we're not going to do a Ti Super, which makes sense for a few reasons. One of them being that would be a horrible name. But it also, it's like, why? The 2080 Ti is the most powerful and is still, you know, a fair distance between even the 2080 Super and it. So it's not like you need something higher. I was trying to spot where he was. So there's that. But in theory, it makes sense because part of the rumor was that the GPUs to replace it, Ampere, are delayed. So it would make sense then, you know, put something out, you know, refresh that so that, you know, bring in more money. You know, that's always helpful. But also might be. It's like, what did they do it with? They did it with something else. Where when AMD announced I don't remember which, but they did announce a GPU. And NVIDIA's response included, this isn't where I want it. How do I... Or, oh, no, I remember. And go for a ride. Actually, wait. Other side. Well, doesn't matter. But I want to get that chest. Damn it. Why is that? It really is weird. It's feeling like things... Yeah, that it didn't save certain things. 2, 1, you go on. But yeah, there was something. It's like AMD had it, were releasing GPUs, and so, damn it, I screwed that up. NVIDIA announced a refresh, and it's like, there's nothing really special to that. Or maybe, I don't remember exactly what it was. It was months ago. It was this year, I think. What I'm thinking of is this year. There we go. But they did that just because it would disrupt the news. Because that is something that can be advantageous. They could do that because the expectation is for AMD to announce the big Navi, which would in theory be the like RX 5900 XT series, sorry, 5900 series GPUs, which they may not be able to challenge the 2080 Ti but it's still a... You want to announce something to have a response, even if it is a response that's not necessary. But yeah, I already mentioned that with Ampere, it's like that's the other part of the rumor, that Ampere is supposedly delayed, which would not be good for NVIDIA, especially since, well, it would also not be good for various consumers, because that should be when we start seeing the second-gen RT cores. Ah, shit. I hit the button. He was locked into the hole. I'm walking because I had the gun out, though. I'm in trouble. Let's see what's up here. Or over here? Where am I going? Okay, there's a chest. Oi. Oh, I didn't... okay. I can make it here. This is not easiest, but... I hate missing those jumps. Anyway. Come on. There we go. So, yeah, we'll just have to see. And it's also because technically that the so-called Big Navi is also only rumor at the moment. I mean, granted, it is sort of a... It's... Everything suggests that it is coming. It's just nothing official yet. We also don't know what it will be either. Will it be RDNA like the current Navi? Will it be RDNA 2, in which case it would have the RT... Well, the ray tracing acceleration, AMD's solution for that in there. We don't know. I'd definitely like it if it had the ray tracing, especially since, in theory, AMD would also then be releasing driver support, the driver-side support to enable DXR, so the just generic, hey, we're going to take advantage of compute capabilities of GPU to enable ray tracing. So we'll just have to see. And it was funny, some people, when talking about, having comments about the integer scaling possibly coming in, people like, hey, but, you know, it's like, we want the ray tracing that you promised us. It's like, what? And I'm just like, what the hell are they talking about? There was never any promise that we're getting ray tracing like that. I don't...
What would you ask of this?
So yeah, that just made me laugh. I'd like to see it, and this would probably be the best of the December updates to do it, because AMD should have their solution out before next December. But anyway, let's move on to another topic, because I've been spending... So the new AMD CPUs, which are the 3950X... There. Oh yeah, that's where I want to go over here. Yeah, the jumping actually doesn't help. There's the audio cue.
Samael wasn't kidding about those worms, and the Stygian's supposed to be the mean one.
Yeah. I think, is it Strife? Is that the name of his horse? I don't remember. We get Strife eventually. Yeah, the 3950X. So an AM4, so consumer platform, 16-core, 32-thread CPU, which, oh, I love my 1950X. I really, really do. It is a wonderful, wonderful CPU. Now, of course, it is Threadripper, so I do have certain other things going on with it, like the quad-channel memory, but it's still, I think that the bulk of what I do with my 1950X, I'd be able to do with a 3950X, potentially better because it will have a higher clock speed. But it's just $750, AM4. I love it. I am very happy that CPU finally has a firm release date, because more people are going to get to enjoy 16 cores, 32 threads. It is amazing. And I want more people to get to enjoy that. I just want to see if that angel... Nope. But they also announced the 3916, 3970. I want to make sure I have the numbers right. Which are 24-core and 32-core Threadripper parts. Which, unfortunately, it looks like they had to make changes, so I wouldn't be able to drop one into my Zenith Extreme. Sorry, I just kept trying to make sure I caught it and catch the side and kept pulling up onto the ledge. But, you know, it's really not that bad. This site is better for area coverage. Alright. Oh, hostile. There we go. But yeah, so 24 cores and then 32 cores, and there's SMT, so it's 48 threads and 64 threads. Oh, that is lovely. That is more than I would need. But really, really cool. Hopefully they will also have a 16-core Threadripper. Kind of like how they had the 1900X that was an 8-core Threadripper, so that you have the higher PCIe lane. But yeah, I would like to see that, because just the whole let people you know, get into the platform without having to spend as much money and without having to get the higher performance that a lot of people don't need. I mean, most people do not need so many. I just realized I should be using. Don't need so many threads. I just need it for stuff like this, where I'm playing game and recording the game on the same machine. I don't remember if there's a way. There's a way back up here from down here, so I do want to look. Nope, looks like that's purely there so that you can get back up. Wait. I didn't come in here. Oh, I think, yeah, that's right. I think at some point you get these things. Oh no, I can get it spinning. There, I just need to get to the switch. Okay. So I was right about there is a need to go down. I just hadn't done this yet, just by going down. But one thing is that so the new platform, new Threadripper platform, will also be quad channel, which totally unsurprising. Apparently I triggered one of the worms. Oh, there it is. I get to fight the big one of those. That's not the big one. The Stygian is the big one. Anyway, and I lost my train of thought now. Don't you hate it when that happens? Oh, that figured. Right, where am I going? Yeah, right over. So I was facing the right direction. Now at $1,400 and $2,000 for the 3960X and 3970X, they're not cheap. Oh yeah, that's right. That's where I was going. That's where my train of thought was. 88 PCIe length, 72 usable. Now I think some of that is from the chipset, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Just you need to know how things are wired up, basically, so that you don't accidentally try to have things that you want full speed to set up onto the wrong thing. Like trying to do an NVMe RAID between drives that would have to share the chipset lanes. That would be counterproductive. But it's still, with so many, you got so many options. I mean, look, put it simply, we're talking about server platform stuff. Oh, and that reminds me of something else I had seen. Intel is apparently up to their tricks again, where they put out stuff trying to say that, you know, they are superior to AMD's offerings in servers. But the problem that some have been pointing out is, okay, they're comparing a like $30,000 CPU against a $7,000 CPU, and they're not noting that price difference. And they're also using tests that are known to provide very good optimization for Intel and bad optimization for AMD. And they don't really disclose it too clearly, where it's like there's a link that'll get you to a page that will tell you that if you go through enough links you'll find this stuff, but you don't start there. It's like it should just be listed there. It's hard to find. You're not gonna. It's buried. And it's just, you know, Intel doing Intel stuff that they've gotten in trouble, more or less gotten in trouble for this same stuff before. Hence why they have the legal requirement to say when they have, you know, biases built into what they're saying. Like the whole, it's like ignore that the huge difference in cost, and that the benchmarks were compiled in such a way that Intel has a large advantage that is not going to be true in all cases. But yeah, anyway, going back to the Frederick stuff, I was like, we are getting genuinely a server platform, a good server platform for high-end desktop. Plus, it's also got, not only is it quad-channel memory, but ECC, so error correcting code memory, which I would not need that. The work I do is not sensitive enough to make that necessary. But for some people, that's a big deal. Ash. Alright, I think he's dead now. Yep. There. But yeah, it's just... Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, Hitman 2. So again, getting more into the game stuff. Turning 1 year old. I did not realize it had been a year. That is a game that, how I've been thinking about going back and replaying certain games and doing review playthroughs. Well, not review playthroughs, I wouldn't be reviewing them, but just the complete playthroughs. I think I'll start with the Tomb Raider games. Hitman 2 would also be a good one to do that with, especially if I initially start with the legacy missions in there. So the missions from Hitman 1. Well, the 2016 Hitman? Was it 2016? You know, not like the original Hitman Codename 47? Agent 47? Was that the name? Don't remember what the name for that was. Sorry. not that, but the one from a few years ago. Yeah, that could be fun, you know, just play through all of those, especially because I would like to. It's just having the time and such. Go through and do all those levels, and like focus enough on them to actually unlock the various things. Yeah, so they're doing a bunch of stuff this month. Getting what may be the last significant game update, game patch for it, because they are moving on. IO Interactive is moving on to their next. Yep. Stop. To their next Hitman game. Feeling that may happen, but still wanting to do it. I think I'm gonna try to be open. But yeah, they're also putting out a number of escalations. I mean, it's a heavy month for content for that game. Is that it? Yes. I just don't remember all the specifics to it. One thing though that, and I'm sorry, my mind keeps blanking. I'm not having a great mind day today. Trying to remember exactly how this works. I think it's okay. I need to get the explosive that does not take long to explode down. Yeah. So that's not. Oh crap. That's very not good for me. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Hello. I think he's the guy I knocked down earlier. Knocked down here earlier. No, that's just color. The hell? What am I missing? What am I missing? But the Ashes of the Singularity DLC announcement, which is kind of funny considering the age of the game at this point, but it is also a very appropriate DLC for it to get. I think I know. There. Yep, that did it. Yeah. So now I will be able to climb up. Yay. Uh-oh. Running out of time. There we go. Whew. That was getting getting kind of close. Here. So yeah, looking at the description for the DLC, it's basically, it looks like they're adding in units from Siege of Centauri into Ashes, which is, to me, pretty neat. In part because that means that like you'll be able to have much higher numbers of some of these things. Also, you'll get to actually, use some of the substrate things, because like they would be the enemies coming in, whereas you were playing as the PHC, so you only had that. But they also gain 3 defenses: the stasis hammer, the Minos cannon, and what was it? Crap, I don't. Where am I going? That's another issue, is I'm not entirely sure. Can I get down and come back up? Okay. I see. I think this is a way out. Yep. There. Damn it. No. Stay down. Best just wait in once again. Yeah, I should not. That is one thing that is really annoying about a puzzle like this, in that you need the timing of that right, but you can't see it. You can't prepare your timing. Ah, shit. 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 Oh, I made it. Okay. Whew. That was close. But yeah, so you'll get, like, the Heart of the Phoenix, what is it considered? Juggernaut. That's it. That's the class. So you get to play as that. I don't remember what that third tower is, but there are 3 that the PHCs. Yeah, definitely pretty cool. Good to see that there. Oh, hello. Goodbye. So nothing up here. Jump down. Oh, I don't have that yet. Exactly is. I think it's a switch, actually. I could be wrong. I just don't remember. So, nope, still. Yeah, I do think. Good addition to have to Ashes. It's very appropriate. Especially since Siege of Centauri is set in the same universe, but set earlier. What else is there coming out, going on? What's that? Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, that comes out next week. I did put in a review request, never heard anything back on that. Also did not get key for Red Dead Redemption 2, which is fine. I've got enough other things I want to do now, have to do now. Not have to, but I just have other projects to work on. So I'm fine with not... And same is true for Fallen Order. If I don't get the key for that, I'm okay with that. I have other things to spend my time on. I'm plenty busy. what I really. This is, yeah, you want to give it to them. Grab that. Yeah, pop a gun. I don't know if this will work. No. Oh, wait. No. I don't quite remember what I'm supposed to do with it. Shame the gun doesn't set those off. Guess just need to go blowing but hand or something. Sorry, there's a lot of sunlight coming in, and the glare on the monitors making it hard to see. Just wanted to pull the shade. And this is actually very good because I need the help. Oh, hey, there's something. Oh, but I can't. Now that. Yeah, that doesn't fill up. Come on, come on, come on. No. I already knew I wasn't going to make that. I need the hookshot equivalent. So what am I looking to do? I want to get over there, but I don't see the path. Yeah, so this is basically stuck on this level. Can't grab onto it, so I might as well just let this guy have it. So I'm gonna... And I do need to figure this out, but I'm also just... Gato Roboto is something also to talk about. So the review for that went live. So yeah, that's like I said in the review and in the review playthrough. I've had that for so long, and I have been wanting to play it. So I'm glad to finally do so. And there's another game I want to do that with as well. It's sort of a question of when. This is the problem. That I can't get through there yet. And I think it is, I need to somehow get that here. Wait a minute, what is this? There is... I have a way up. I think I do. Can't get over there. Don't have the thing for that yet. I am missing something. It's probably obvious. I mean, I've done this like 3 times before, so I know I've played the game at least. games. Am I missing? I can't jump on... Oh! I can, I just never saw it there. Because it's only one side, the others have been all four sides. All three sides? There we go. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so it was something obvious, I just kept not seeing it. Now I'm gonna be able to get to... Maybe. Okay, I did. Ooh. Ah. But yeah, so Gato Roboto, that finally... And I did enjoy it. And I kind of expected I would. Even though I'm not a cat person. Boom, please. There we go. Alright. And of course enemies. But yeah, so Metroidvania, which I do need to actually play those games at some point. It's like I have enough of them in one way or another that I haven't played. Do I have any Castlevania games on PC? And between the NES Classic and SNES Classic, I do have Metroid and Castlevania games there. I have the Metroid Prime trilogy. I also... Oh, I don't remember now. No, I never got Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, I think it was, for the GameCube. I did get Metroid Prime for the Echo. I got Metroid Prime 3 Corruption for the Wii, and I got the trilogy when that came out. Because those are good games. Just very, very good games, and translated very well to the Wii also. But currently, that is basically my exposure to Metroid. Yeah, lots of fun. It was shorter than I would have liked, but I mean, it's hard to complain about it. Definitely had fun playing as a cat in a mech suit. And one thing, I hope it came across in the review the way I wanted to. And that is, because I've been around technology and games long enough that I remember, we might still have it actually somewhere, old 1-bit monitors. Not necessarily green like you see in Fallout. Well, Fallout 3, but amber, which is actually what you see in Fallout New Vegas. There, that's what I was. I don't necessarily remember playing on that, but I also, we had games on an old Atari, which is, like, old 8-bit. Like, NES 8-bit is not as old 8-bit as, like, Pitfall. It's like, that's a different thing. So it's like, thinking back, it's like, yeah, Gato Roboto, it's 1-bit, and, it's like, because they want to channel the classic, but it's also, it's got a lot more detail in it than you ever had back in the actual 1-bit days, because it has more detail back in the old 8-bit days. But still, a lot of fun. Some of those things were definitely very challenging, but other things were fun. some of the fights, I mean. There were some things that they were hard for me. Especially that first mouse fight, because for whatever reason, bouncing projectiles, I have such a hard time figuring out how to avoid. I don't know why it is. It has been the case for me for a long time. So when an early boss fight is, hey, you need to do that, it's like, crap. But still, I had fun. 2 hours, and what is it? I looked at the price, it's like $7, $8? I mean, yeah, as far as if you do the dollar per hour kind of thing, it's not that great. But for fun and the fact that you could, let a child play that and talk about, how, games never actually did look like, for the most part, they never looked like that. Yeah, there were some 1-bit games, but most people, it's 8-bit that they would be familiar with. For old games. Ah, crap. Come on. Thank you. Oh, nope. Thought that was her dying. It was the thing. There we go. You don't need your head, do you? Okay. That's what Chaos Home is for. Okay, that's the last. But still, it's a good game. So yeah, looking forward to the next game I review though, which I'll probably start working on that after I finish this. Which actually I can be finishing it up pretty soon. So I'd be at like what, 40 minutes? Actually, wait, how long have I? Yeah, only about 50 minutes. Okay. I know I've been just rambling at times, so I really thought I'd been going longer. I have a small update concerning the series statistics reprocess statistics and scripts article. I had to make a minor change to a script that honestly I don't think it will ever come. The change is not necessary for probably most any use for those scripts, but I've made a presentation based on it for something that I'll hopefully be doing at the end of the month. Looks like I will be. Well, I'll be presenting the thing at the end of the month, I guess is the way to put it. So I had to make some new graphs for it, and the order it was accidentally relabeling like the Vega 64 as the 2060 and the 2060 is the Vega 64. It's like, I need to fix that. And I know why. It's I had a sort command in a place and it was reordering stuff that it should not have been. So now I just have things have two versions of that function, one with the sort, one without. But I've also updated the formula for arithmetic and geometric means. Actually, I should also check the harmonic. To be basically less sloppy is I think the best way to put it. Because the way I initially had it was not wrong, but a little sloppy in the notation. A math person would read it and have no issue, I'm pretty sure, unless they're really, really stickler. But it's like I said, you know what? No, because I'm going to be presenting in front of actual math people that might be sticklers. I'll put that thing. I'm going to drink water. Okay, I want to say I will be getting the horse suit. That getting through this awards me the horse. I did not see it was behind me. Yeah, horse. Thought I had more. I probably shouldn't have shot the thing. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else to talk about? Okay, I'm trapped. Can I skip this? No. I managed to skip the death a little bit because I hit enter just like already spamming it to get back in. Nothing much really coming to mind or other news. One thing going back a little bit, so the rumor that NVIDIA's Ampere, which will also be the company's first 7 nanometer level GPU, so Navi is AMD's first, and also the world. Well, no, Radeon 7 was the first, so Vega brought down to 7 nanometer was the first 7 nanometer GPU. The first consumer GPU is Navi. Ampere being delayed means that NVIDIA is going to be even longer before they get something out on that level, if that rumor is true, and it might not be. Honestly, the 2080 Ti Super rumor was the first I had seen that there were thoughts that it was being delayed. Yeah, I mean, that's... Oh, that's right, that was one thing. They bring back the RTX 2070, I saw. Maybe that's only rumor. No, I think that was actually a little higher than rumor. It's like still technically rumor, but it's like the add-in board partners were talking about it. Which, it's like, NVIDIA dropped that in favor of the Super, but apparently it looks like the RX 5700 series is performing well enough against the 2070 Super and 2060 Super that it's like, well, it beats the 2060 Super and it does very well against the 2070 Super while costing less, so we need something like the 2070 that performs, that will be able to perform well and be priced aggressively for it. I shouldn't have thought, now I'm sure. Oh wow, I did make... I think that might be actually one of the hardest runs to make because you're so central. Alright, this is gonna be dangerous to do now. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh wow, I'm not. Oh, but he did jump up. I knew he was jumping. Now I think I... Come on. There. You son of a bitch! I made that! Holy crap. Ugh. But yeah, so 2070 may be coming back. Which is definitely kind of funny. It's like the last time AMD had a product that was like on par performance-wise or better and on par price-wise or better was VEG 56, and NVIDIA's response was the 1070 Ti, which is a product I absolutely hate the existence of. Don't muddle your product stack. And then what have they done? They did the Super Series, which muddles the product stack. Stop muddling product stacks. Aye. And I also am left wondering, did no one suggest why, like, make it the 2100 series? Instead of Super? Like, just let it be, you know, basically a clear refresh in the name. Nothing wrong with that. Plus, it would drive more sales because people would be saying that it's better. Even though it's like, nah, you could get away with the 2060. You don't need to go to the 2160. Because also, where was it that somebody was talking about? The 1600 series. So that's the Touring GTX are not selling well. And the reason why is because it's 16 instead of 20. The consumers think that, oh, it's 16, it's worse. So they're not buying it. Which in a way, that's exactly what NVIDIA wants. They want you buying the more expensive one. But it also just tells you how important it is to have clear and proper name. I mean, like 16 series, NVIDIA's basically completely botched their naming recently. I think it's the simplest way to put it, at least in my opinion, and that is just my opinion, that the 16 series and 20 series being together like this, it's just, how do you confuse the consumer, either to purchase products that are more expensive and not what they really need. I was really hoping that I would get close enough on one side that I'd be alright, but nope. This is just, I'm so looking forward to getting the frickin' horse. Because with the horse, you can just run over this, because you can avoid them, you can outrun them. I can't, yeah, like that's how, I must get the horse over there, then I can come over here and get up there. Shit. I hit shift. I did say shit, but I did hit shift to dash forward, and he just did. I'm honestly unsure if it is like a lag thing, a latency thing, or if it's just like at the edge, certain things, it's like, nah, I'm not going to accept that input. You're doing something. You're in the action of falling an inch, so you don't get to do anything. It's like, that's not how that works. At least it's not how it should work. I saw one thing, didn't write it up, and it's like, it's funny to me because of how people just love to insult hard drives. That Flash is, it's like, oh, Flash is so much better, it's so much faster, and look, we're finally getting cost parity as far as cost per gigabyte. It's like Seagate announced that, yeah, we're gonna be releasing like 20 terabytes before long, and by 2025 was it? We'll have 50 terabyte hard drives. It's like, yeah, that's actually a very good thing. People are like, who cares? NVMe all the way. It's like, except some people do need 50 terabytes. Oh, I should not have done this. I'm dead. Shit. I am doing this. If this is, I was gonna say, if I finish this, I'm stopping, but I don't know where it'll respawn me, so I can't. I'll have to keep going. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I think it actually might work. I'm not sure. I need to wait for him to get far away. Yeah, you are able to get all the way to this one, so skipping that one. I'm kind of out of things to talk about. Let's just focus on the game. Maybe I'll be able to do this So I need it to go away. It helps if it needs to turn. Nope, I screwed up. I really... Oh, yeah. It is so annoying that you see it dive down, but it still gets you. It's like, physically, no, it did not. But game logic, it did. Because I think it's a distance-based thing. Like, there's a range around it, where if you are within that range, at any point, you die unless you are close enough to one of these to be in a safe zone. Like, these have a safe range around them, that has a death range around them. Safe overrides death. But you can be in the unfortunate situation where you are just outside of safe, and visually, the death zone doesn't make sense. Like, it cannot kill you where you are, but it will still. So it's already coming back. It's dangerous to do it now, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm a firm enough believer in elegant solutions in video games that it's like waiting for long cycles is nonsensical to me. It's like it makes sense that you should be able to do this very, very quickly. You just need to be able to see that it will work. And then go for it. So I need it to go further, which is currently going for it. Now it should be far enough away down. There. I know it's saved, but I'm not trusting I have a checkpoint. Okay, that's good. Because that means that they can't... I can't get hit by the worm again. Haha, so then more of them were going to be in range. It would be the case if I had upgraded it, but I haven't spent the souls that way yet. Oh, no, we got more coming. The big guy, and I don't have Chaos Form to use at the moment. Two big guys, actually. Okay, but you at least have the gun. Oh, good. Okay, he's dead. Alright. I'll grab the gun in a little bit. I want to do a... Good. Health. I don't really need the Wrath, but it's not like I'm going to use it otherwise. Anything? Nope. Nothing over here of much interest. Just this, which will probably, well, will give souls because I have the thing on the gloves to do that. Alright, so just need to pick this up and go on a nice little rampage. they explode, so I kind of want rid of them. Oop. Oh, one other thing I just remembered. I did get an email. Humble Choice, so the replacement to Humble Monthly, is launching December 6th. So this month is the last Humble Monthly. And it has I'm trying to remember. I think Shenmue 1 and 2? 2 and 3, something like that in there. And Soul Calibur 4 and My Time in Portia? I'm just doing this from memory. I don't know. I may have something wrong. I know Soul Calibur 4 is and I don't know if I should be able to pause, but having a Soul Calibur game in my library wouldn't be too bad. Having a fighting game in my library wouldn't be too bad. Oh, and I haven't been following it, but I did see that apparently a trailer was out for the Netflix Witcher series, and somebody pulled out that apparently they do have in there a shot of Geralt in a tub, which is like, yeah, that's I mean, funny way to start The Witcher 3. So can't be upset with CG Project Red. But it still is a doing that in the series as well. I mean, do we need the meme there too? But I guess we do. So that's a you don't get to go up. Okay, so that's how I get the bridge down, because this idiot decides, hey, I gotta be able to attack this guy, so let's make it so he can progress further in the base.
Come, horseman!
Get the help. Get my gun back? Yeah, after everyone I just eliminated, this guy is just, you know, charge! Yeah, don't put infinite projectile weapons in my hands. I will just carry the whole time. yeah, I've also been thinking maybe I'll do Just Cause 2 and 3 potentially. It's the Let's Play Plus, I think was the name that, because the whole playing through the whole thing, that's called Let's Play, even though I'd be doing it alone. But it's like Let's Play Plus, because the idea being that it's the like New Game Plus, even though some of these games don't have New Game. I don't think I'd bother with Just Cause 4 though. I already had the recording. I don't think I'd be able to add much to it. And it is also, I still, not that there'd be a reason for it to change of late, because I haven't got any of the DLC to compare it. But what what I had said in the review, the conclusion of the review, it's another Just Cause game is what it feels like. So it, if you're looking for that, was what I was trying to say in that conclusion, that kind of gameplay, and you want it to be modern, then go with Just Cause 3. It's like you'd be able to save some money, and depending, it may run better. Purely by being an older game, not making any. Some people I know are saying that, oh, Just Cause 4 performed so horribly. It's like, it did not seem to perform that bad for me. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. I think I know what's coming up. And if I'm right, then that'll be a good stop. I need to get a drink of water. I think at this point I'm definitely past an hour. Oh, no, I have that. That's one. Yeah. I think this is where I will get the horse. Oh no, Strife isn't the name of the horse. Strife is the other brother, the other horseman. Yeah, he's riding my horse. Beat him off of it, take my horse back. Or, no. Perfect. my form yet. Oh wait, they're not coming after me. But I should be getting the horse soon. Like after the... I'm pretty sure it's after that. If I thought it was... Well, maybe it still will be. I knock somebody out. I knock somebody off of the horse and get it back that way. You know what? There's more than one here. There's one of these somewhere else, too. Oh, perfect. You don't need those, do you? You definitely don't need your spawn. Alright, so it's dead thanks to the fire. Alright. Who's next? There we go. There's my horse. Who said you could ride it?
You disappoint me, horseman. You look quite small from up here.
You can look me in the eye when I kill you.
Let's see how you fare, horseman. With only 2 legs to carry you.
I should not have done what I just did. Oh, wait, there we go. Yeah. My horse, dude. Where is it? I know there's... There it is. You know what? I want you gone. There we go. It's like, I'm losing health. Let's just end this. Now who's short?
What do you think you're doing? That thing's lost its mind. Kill it! Enough, I said. Finish it!
Ruin.
Ruin that.
I won't fight you.
You fool! I order you to break that knife!
And if I refuse, you'll kill me? I'll take my chances.
You get down.
Are you not entertained?
Of course they have to be a joke. Oh, it's Z. I thought it was Z. And while I do understand the design of Darksiders 3 doesn't make a horse appropriate, but at the same time, it's like, come on, it's so much fun. Then also, I guess the whip may not work so well. It's like his sword, Darksiders, those work.
Tear to my eye. Letting me go. That filthy beast might be your only hope of finding the Stygian.
Oh, it is. Well, it's also my only hope for eating it. And yes, you can run with it. I just haven't done it. Oh, I went back. Oh, that's fine. There. Yeah, I got turned around. Oh, hey. Oh, I just remembered something else. Is that from this week? I should have thought of it earlier when I mentioned Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider game. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is now out on Linux. Alright, so remember how over here had the worm? And I will be stopping soon, I swear. I can now outrun it. It knows exactly where I am. Moon is not light. But I can't outrun it now. That right there is all I really needed to do. Okay, no, there's more, but I'm doing it. Goodness. I can't remember, if I leapt off, would I be able to summon Moon? I don't know. Yes. Yes, I would. What the hell?
See that? There was something glowing in its mouth right before it turned you into kibble.
So I guess I do need to kill it then. Alright. Ow. This is not good. I really do not have that much. should definitely have a checkpoint. Oh, no, I need to be on room for this. Ah, come on, get back. There we go. Alright. There.
Well done. But that was only practice for the Stygian, the biggest and meanest of them all.
Yeah, unfortunately, ruin isn't allowed in here. Yeah. Stopping now. There should definitely be a checkpoint where I just was. There? Oh. Cool. Alright. So that's it. How long have I been going? Probably a long time. Yeah. Well, hey, it's a good game. That's why I keep playing. Alright. See you next time.